It's not something you actually prepare for. You may think about it, but you suddenly find the time when you physically can't quite do what you did before.
Never classed myself as feeling old, but after a couple of major operations it kind of hits you.
You think a bit slower, your body is a bit stiffer. That's quite strange.
My husband is in residential care. He's been there for 2 years, and I try and go in every day to help feed him.
You're becoming a different person, and it's hard to deal with sometimes.
You put on a brave face, you go out, you get through the day. It's quite tough.
You tend to feel, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. The hardest thing is to get out.
Before I got involved with the Ageing Well, pretty lonely.
Ageing Well has got quite a few ideas, but the biggest idea is to get people to come out and join in. What we're trying to do is to try to get the facilities that most of the retired people need. Try to get them to be familiar where these facilities are operating from, and obviously go along to some of the meetings that are being held.
Worked in charities for 30 years. I think actually I'm able to use my experience and expertise to help the community, as I always have done, but as a volunteer this time.
One of the things I do with the Care Trust Phoenix is I see one person in particular who can't get out of the house at all, and I'm the only man he talks to.
I became a voluntary dementia advisor, trying to help other carers looking after their loved ones at home.
I go and see him once a week for about 3 hours, and we talk about all the things men talk about that women don't.
By helping others, that is helping me cope with my situation.
I do it for myself as much as I do it for anybody else.
It gives you a purpose. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning.
It makes me feel better, and it gets you out, and it gets you to talk to people.
Meeting people, it does help you to make the day go much, much easier.
I teach one lady how to knit, and now she's become a friend, and we go up cycling on a Monday, we go to Crafty Club on a Friday. Another lady rings me up, and if we fancy going out for coffee, she'll come and pick me up. The time banking is exchanging your talent. The satisfaction you're getting out of it is you're doing something for somebody else, and they're coming to do something for you. And then when you're stuck because you've had an operation and you're looking at 4 walls, you're not on your own, and you don't need the antidepressants to get you through the day. Everybody I've met on the time bank, I've never had a phone call of so many numbers of people that I can just phone up if I need somebody. And that's what this time banking and the Ageing Well and everything that goes off in Torbay, that's all lottery funded. And we need to keep it going, because there's more generations that are going to get the same sort of feelings that I had. Just go to your next pop-up cafe if you see it, and then you'll meet the great people that I've met over the last 12 months. It's just changed my whole outlook on getting old, I think.
With dementia, it's very difficult. Eventually, your friends can't come round because your loved one doesn't know who they are, and you get very isolated. We arranged a nice social club. We've set up a monthly roast lunch. We're arranging theatre trips. If you've got something to look forward to, there's not such empty days ahead of you anymore.
You think retiring means retire, to just stand back and just let the world go by. In fact, really, that is the time where you have got time to actually come out and see what's there.
Having the time to be able to explore and find out what my passions are now.
I never thought I'd ever do cooking, but one day I thought, I'll have a go at this.
I've found the internet this year really, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm really proud of my Facebook page because it's where I'm putting all my photographs.
I've been told that some of my cooking is quite acceptable. My painting is not brilliant, but it's coming on.
I kind of feel like I'm doing it for other people to enjoy, to see what I see, and maybe if they can't get out anymore, they can enjoy the scenery that I've taken a picture of.
After a period of, desolation when I've lost my wife, a couple of years later I thought, well, I can't bring her back, and I wouldn't wish her to be back suffering as she was. And I can either sit around and be miserable, but I've got her memories. I must carry on doing whatever I want to do. I think you ought to come and have a look at us tomorrow.
From the point of view of the happy endorphins, which just flood once you get going, to the obvious exercise benefits. And I teach them Just Zoom, which is the Indian for just dance. I just encourage everyone to work to their own ability and, importantly, have a lot of fun.
It's full of laughter and friendship, and the atmosphere is absolutely marvellous. There's all sorts of things, activities that are interesting.
It's important to have a positive attitude.
If you've got a positive outlook, you forget your minor illnesses. You forget all about that. You're too busy to think about that.
The benefits of coming out and getting involved with organisations, it's absolutely amazing.
The main thing is never sit down and stop doing things. Get into some activities. And Aging Well is a wonderful organisation to do that.
It's all started with the sort of Aging Well.
Because you live in an area for 6 years and only know your neighbours, and now got a whole new world.
It's bringing all these people together with the same idea and concepts.
Of people that just want to help and want to get to know you and just do things. I don't know how to explain how much it's changed my life.
It's just been really, really good.
Please come out and get involved. Please come out and join in.
There's no need to be isolated, because there are people that will help you and they will care.
Everybody only has one day anyway, one day at a time.
Let's deal with the here and now.
You can just live really for today.
And be part of this fine organisation that's just coming about. Okay. Brilliant. Right, you got that?